And we back. No intro. Let's hop right into it. We know why you're here. Training camp day 4 is flying by, ain't it? All right, cool. So we got a roster update. Cowboys signed 2 wide receivers. All right, let's just move on here. Here we go. So yeah, man, I saved this clip. This is Trent Sieg, Brian Anger, and Brandon Arbery. I saved this clip. I just want everybody to be thankful, man. I want everybody to be grateful. I want everybody to just, be thankful to the football preseason guys, because once upon a time we was having like kicker battles every day. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember when it was Garibay and Hallelujah and them, and they was out there fighting to be the kicker, and both of them got cut. Remember that? And Brandon Arbery came out here and was a stud for you last year. So let's just remain grateful for the fact that we're not having a kicker battle in the middle of training camp right now. Shouts out to Arbery. Let's hope he can replicate what he did last year. Overshown looking healthy here in the tackle drill. Looks like just a little wrap up drill. Now, yeah, Overshown moving around is healthy, but I think we can also take from this clip that there's emphasis on tackling. Now, I ain't saying that there wasn't emphasis on tackling last year, but there were days to where the tackling was bad, and then after the tackling was bad, Dan was like, all right, we got to work on tackling. It seems like there's some emphasis on tackling. Now, hey, it's one clip. Don't let me get carried away. I'm just simply giving my reaction to what we seeing. Just like this clip here, right? They probably been working on staying low this whole time, but that's what this shoot is for. Tyler Guyton, come out of your stands low, drive your feet, then go. Tyler Guyton is 6'8". You know what I'm saying? He is humongously tall, so he needs to worry. He needs to worry about staying low. He needs to worry about that leverage. He needs to worry about that knee bend, and he'll be good to go. Sick of that. Here we go. I thought this was an interesting clip, because I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Y'all can call me a correspondent, media character, all you want to. I have no clue what the new kick rule looks like. Okay, so it just seems like we all just gonna line up and we're not gonna move. The kicker's gonna kick the ball and we're not gonna move. Somehow they're gonna get an indication, maybe a ref whistle, maybe a character saying go, but they not gonna move until the kick returner catches the football. That seems to be the vibes here, okay? That can benefit the Cowboys. I had a joke last year that I would always say, Brandon Arbery's range is so long, right, that he can kick from the 50. He can kick from, the high 40s or whatever, right? I made a joke that the Cowboys offense really only got to travel 25 to 35 yards to get into Brandon Arbery's kicking range, right? So if, let's just say, Turpin has a renaissance as a kick returner, and he does well there, he don't run into people and all that, and let's just say that this rule buys us an additional 15 yards. Hey man, that's even better for your offense. That's more points for us, So shouts out to Turp, man. Shouts out to Turp. Sam Williams, man, we're going to talk a lot more about this with Brian Broaders later on today. But this ain't nice. This ain't nice. So first of all, man, we wish the best for Sam. Jerry Jones and them was saying that they hate how it look and it don't look good and all that. Hey, man, let's just hope good hopes for Sam. Let's wish good wishes for Sam. This sucks. You know what I'm saying? Anytime it's a non-contact injury, anytime you got to get carted off, he was indeed carted off in a lot of pain like that. So he's going through a lot right now. So let's just think positive things about Sam Williams. All right. Like I said, me and Bros tap in with that later. Okay, cool. That's another clip of that. I did this twice. My bad, y'all. So yeah, this is a drill of Mazi Smith redirecting. Now, this is something that we've been talking about. The last administration, they kind of valued sacks and pressure upfield, penetration upfield, right? So we would see D linemen, value the first step or value penetrating the gap. Now we're breaking down blocks, attacking blocks, destroying blocks. We're stacking and shedding, right? It's more so about dealing with the guy in front of you. So basically what this is that we want Mazi to get hands on the offensive player, We want Mazi to extend. Even if the offensive player is moving, you move with them because we're attacking blocks. You know, if you're zone blocking and you're stepping into me, if I attack you, I'm still where the ball carrier would be. If you're outside zone blocking me, far away from me, it's cool. I'm still going wherever you're going because that's where the running backs, they teach running backs how to follow blockers, right? So I'm not just going to shoot upfield and just let a blocker just skate away. You know what I mean? Like, wherever the blocker goes, I'm going to go. And I think this is a fantastic drill for Mazi. I think this is what Mazi's good at already. This has more of a Michigan type feel to it. So hopefully this benefits Mazi in the long run. Appreciate you for Zach Wolchuk for capturing this footage for us. Y'all love to capture the little guys, wide receiver skill guys and all that. Man, give me some more big guy footage so I can talk about. Shouts out to Eric Chiafalo, who works with Zach Wolchuk at 105.3 The Fan, G-Bag Nation and all that. Turpin has juice. He's wide receiver 3 in my personal record book right now. So Eric Chiafalo is putting in his vote for Kevontae Turpin to be wide receiver 3. And to be fair, his ass is flying. Hey, look. He weighed at it. I wish Eric would have captured the movement of Turpin there, but that's still some damn movement, man. That is flying. Shouts out to Turp there. And this is probably going to be the highlight of our show, man. This is going to be the highlight here. Caelen Carson putting another good day on another good day. Now, what we noticed yesterday, Voch says this. What we noticed yesterday was like, hey, man, Caelen Carson's going out there with the ones, and he's out there with the ones a bunch. And we went, hey, man, Tyler Guyton's out there with the ones, and he's out there with the ones a lot. Hey, Marshawn Kneeland, especially more Marshawn Kneeland now. He's out there with the ones, man. I think, everybody except for the center position got a little hope in their rookies, man. So it's good to see Caelen Carson stepping up and getting involved. And I said this a long time ago. I asked Brian, I asked all my other media draft friends. I said, hey, man, is the true battle Caelen Carson versus Jordan Lewis? If Caelen Carson can have a fantastic preseason, come out there and make some plays, would that be a reason to push Deron Bland to a nickel guy? If you're in a base formation, of course you leave Deron Bland outside, Diggs outside, right? And Diggs is hurt right now. But when Diggs comes back and Deron is still here, is there ever a world where you put Deron in nickel because Caelen Carson is going crazy on the outside? I think all these things are worth discussing. And this ain't the only play Caelen Carson made today. Apparently, Caelen Carson made 4 ridiculous plays, but 2 went viral on cam. Here's Eric Kendricks here going a little crazy on the right side of your screen, getting his picks here. This was another conversation I was having with Brian Broadish. Maybe in this system, this is a system where linebackers can get more picks now because it's a lot of communication. It's a lot of passing guys along. It's a lot of getting out of our initial zones. If we're in hook and curl zone, we don't just stay in hook and curl zone. If there's a guy crossing behind me, I'm carrying him until we can get to another defender. So maybe in this Zim defense, there are more opportunities for linebackers to make picks, and that's good for us because we have athletic linebackers, Shouts out to Zach Wolchuk updating us on what the first team offensive line was today. It was Tyler Guyton, Tyler Smith, Brock Hoffman, Zach Martin, and Terrence Steele. I ain't got nothing against Brock Hoffman, man. I'm just thinking about what's best for the team, man. Let's get BB in there. Whatever BB's doing, BB don't know the play. BB still trying to learn how to snap or whatever. Hey, let's get it right so that we can move BB and put him in his rightful spot. But hey, them damn pads coming on Tuesday, so that's gonna be a good competitive day, and it's gonna be a good day for Cooper for Cooper BB to show what he does and what he brings to the table. Pass break up by Wanye Thomas. Hey, man, listen, dog. We ain't gonna talk about this too long, bro. But this is what Wanye does really well. When we talked about the value of strong safety, right? No disrespect to Donovan Wilson, no disrespect to Marquise Bell, but those guys are box safeties. Those dudes are tenacious in the run game. Those dudes are great tacklers. They're great attitude guys and tone setters. What's going to happen when you ask both those dudes to cover a little bit? Marquise Bell as a linebacker is actually a really good linebacker cover guy, but that's a linebacker cover guy. Can he cover well as a safety? That gets a little more iffy. Dono, I think we've seen many of Donovan's movies when it comes to him covering as safety. He's made some plays, but he's given up a good amount, right? When we talk about Wanya, it's not just me vouching for anybody. It's not just me being a Wanya fan or me hating on Donovan. It's just that coverage is what Wanya does. Covering in space is what Wanya does. Creating range from deep halves or deep middle, that's what Wanya does. Good play by him, man. I ain't gonna sit up here and campaign too long, man. Y'all know how it go. So I'd probably save the RJ thing because of what he was saying about Guyton, but I kind of made that point. But I know the next one is definitely Tyler Guyton going up against Micah Parsons here. And hey, man, you know, I saw a couple of tweets going around saying that Tyler Guyton had Micah in a seatbelt here. Hey, man, Micah got to contain right there. Micah got to hold the edge. You know what I'm saying? Micah has to be right there. You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool. It's pretty solid. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't say nobody got locked up or seatbelted here. But hey, shouts out to Tyler Guyton. At least he's rolling with the ones, and nobody's gonna make him better. Nobody's gonna make him better more than Micah Parsons is. So this is a cool play for Guyton to wall off the edge, and that's a cool play for Parsons to kind of hold the edge. When pads come on, boy, is it gonna be a fun day. When we start to hit each other and hit each other back, that's what's gonna make my day. That's what's gonna make me smile when some of that work. Caelen Carson with the interception, man. Hey, put him outside, man. I ain't playing with y'all. Quit playing. All right. And you know, this is partially because Trey Lance kind of floated the ball to the inside. If we're gonna be throwing deep, you want to lead as outside to the pylon as possible. When they teach you how to throw these deep routes, they tell you to throw to the pylon, because if you miss to the outside, or you just throw it to the wide receiver. If you drift enough inside, you're giving the corner or the safety a little more of an advantage. But this is still an incredible job by Caelen Carson to turn his head around and identify where the football is, go make a play on it. That's something that a lot of times we're missing at corner or cornerback too. You just couldn't get your head around, find the football, and make a play on it. So I think I can firmly say the team has more faith in Caelen Carson than they do Eric Scott or Nashawn Wright or anything like that. Of course, it's going to have to come down to preseason and stuff like that. But I think, if Trey's going to be recovering, if Jordan Lewis needs to take a break or so, I can see Caelen Carson getting involved and getting active. We just talking, chat. We just talking. Micah Parsons as a rundown player at linebacker. I've been seeing more and more of the fight of people fussing about Micah Parsons pass rushing and playing linebacker, and Sam Williams got hurt. That's another reason why Micah shouldn't play linebacker. Y'all should just be clear. This is when we want Micah playing linebacker on rundowns. If Micah's your right defensive end, if you run away from him, you can kind of take Micah out of the play. If Micah is at linebacker and you're running away from him, cool. He's just going to run to the other side because he's the linebacker, So, yeah, man, nobody's trying to take Micah off the field and pass rush downs. He's the best pass rusher on the field. You know what I'm saying? It's just that in these rundowns, you would want Micah, who's the fast person on your team, to chase down other fast people on their team. As much as I said about Donovan Wilson, he did come over and make a play in coverage. He was help guy. Who did he help right here? Donovan was help guy. Who was covering Tolbert? Okay, this was a zone. Okay, this was like cover 2. This had to be cover 2 because the corner was kind of, as Nation. No, that's what's the name? Yeah, the corner was kind of just draped in front of him, sitting in his zone, and Donald was sitting in his cover 2 is what it looks like, and you throw corner routes to defeat cover 2. So if I had to guess, that's what this was. This was just a good throw right here. Who is this made this throw? Who's the quarterback here? Hold on, y'all. Who's the quarterback here? Dak's the quarterback. Yeah, of course Dak was the quarterback. Trey Lance ain't making his throw. Yeah. So yeah, that's just how you beat cover 2. But Donovan Wilson did a good job coming over and making a play on the receiver. Tober should come down with that. Tober came right back and cross face on Donovan Wilson. He came back and cross face right on Donovan Wilson and made a play on the football here. Even the football was a little bit behind him, and Jalen Tolbert had to make the adjustment in the air. Y'all see that ball behind? Jalen Tolbert turns around, catch, boom, then gets back upfield for some more yak. So It's a fantastic job there. Fantastic catch there by Jalen Tolbert. Tolbert again, or is it the same thing? All right, cool. Tolbert got pissed off at y'all goofy ass, and Tolbert spent the block and came back and got 2 more catches on you. So Tolbert is 3-1. 2-on-1 with this side of the field. So fantastic job from JT. He is stepping up, and that's exactly what we need him to do. Trey Lance throwing the ball to Race McMath. Okay, we can watch this. That's a pretty damn good catch. But we can watch that one time. Move on with our life. And the last play was a goal line stop. Trey Lance was trying to run into the end zone there, and the linebackers and cornerbacks were not having it. Now, I think we got to have a conversation one day about Trey Lance and his running ability. When Trey Lance is just kind of running because it's available for us to run, I think Trey Lance can be a very good weapon and work himself into the conversation as full-time quarterback too. But if Trey's running because he's missing reads, we need to have a conversation about that, because that ain't cool. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Thanks for watching clips with me. We got Brian Broadus tapping in with us later. Y'all be sure to tap into that. Y'all have been tapping in with that. I appreciate y'all very much so greatly for coming in and watching shows and supporting the channel. All right, y'all hold down for the Doski Woski Peace Whiskey till day 5, which is Tuesday. Salute.